Hello everyone and welcome. Well, Ford has gone ahead and done it. They have brought back the street truck, the sport compact truck, the little truck that just begs to be modified. Well, that may all sound a little too over the top, but basically that's what Ford has done with the new 2025 Maverick Lobo. It is a street-inspired truck that is more than just an appearance package. There is some visual upgrades, but there's also some mechanical upgrades. So let's go through the truck top to bottom. Looking at the truck, it's obvious that it's lowered. Ford says up front it's down about 1.2 centimeters or half an inch, and in the rear it's down about 3 centimeters or 1.12 inches. Overall, even though those numbers don't sound huge, it gives the vehicle a more squatted look, and the suspension has been tuned for on-road performance along with the shocks. Under the hood, there will be a choice of one engine, the familiar 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 238 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Now, before you start freaking out and wondering why the engine went from 250 horsepower last year to 238 this year, it's the exact same amount of power. It's just the regulations that determine power have changed, so don't worry, it'll have the same amount of power. And of course, that engine is just begging to be tuned, upgraded, and made even more powerful, especially in something like the Maverick Lobo. Ford has also tuned the steering for better on-road performance and reactions, and there's also torque vectoring all-wheel drive, which uses a twin clutch rear drive unit and the brakes to make sure the power is sent to the wheel that has the most grip. Speaking of brakes, they too have been upgraded. They're larger up front with a dual piston caliper stolen off of the Ford Focus ST currently sold in Europe. Of course, with a brand new performance truck, there has to be a new performance drive mode. And Ford has made one for the Maverick called Lobo, surprise, surprise, and it's designed to minimize understeer, increase grip and response, blah, blah, blah. And they say it's only meant for on-track use because it lowers stability control, so make sure you do not use this on the street. And rounding out the mechanical upgrades, the Lobo is also going to get the Maverick's larger radiator and fan from the 4K towing package to help keep the truck cool when autocrossing, tracking it, ripping around canyon roads, whatever. Of course, the truck has to look different on the outside, and most noticeable are those unique 19-inch wheels. They're kind of a mix between a futuristic fan wheel with a little bit of rally wheel elements and sort of a monoblock look. It's very distinct. It might not be for everyone's taste, but the point of the Lobo is they know people are probably going to modify it. But the nice thing is, from a distance, you're going to be able to tell this truck compared to regular Mavericks. And while on that topic, another thing that's unique is the front grille. It's a very vertical grille. I'm personally not fully sold on it. I don't really like it compared to the other Maverick grilles. But again, it's something that would probably be easily upgradable. The unique bumper up front I am a fan of, and they've painted the rear bumper, which is great. The rocker panels are also painted, and there's a black roof to contrast with the various colors of the Maverick Lobo. Ford has stated a couple times that this truck is inspired by the sport compact street truck tuner, whatever you want to call it, craze that started in the 80s and continued to about the early 2000s. So inside you have this very sort of radical retro interior. There's grabber blue and electric lime accent stitching, a graffiti-inspired overprint on the seats, and there's the Lobo name embossed in black on the seat backs. Sticking to the theme of customers probably wanting to customize a truck, Ford's offering it two ways. There's the standard version that's ready to be modified and changed and torn apart, and there's also a high version for those who just want it how it is. So the Maverick Lobo isn't some crazy over-the-top V8 swapped 335 wide tires in the rear ready to take on Corvettes at the local track day. What this is it's a more on-road variant of the truck that should appeal to a lot of people. Obviously, it's going to appeal to the street truck, sport compact truck fans from back in the day, but I think also consumers who want the benefits of having a small pickup, but don't really ever tow or go off-road, so they want a more car-like drive. I'm really interested to see how this package all comes together, and I can't wait to drive one, and hopefully I'll get my hands on one before winter comes.